Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Prayer for Israel podcast. There is so much to get to today with what is happening between Iran and Israel. So, we will try and get to a lot of the highlights throughout the week and discuss them as we go. But first, before we do that, we just want to let you know that here at Prayer for Israel, we want to make sure that we're building up a community of people who want to pray for the priests of Jerusalem. So, please do that. Comment, like, subscribe, and let us know what you think as we're going throughout this podcast. So, David, where do we even start?
Yeah. I mean, just in today, I thought I might as well start with a hospital attack. If you're not aware, Israel's been attacked in Beersheba. Direct hit onto a hospital. 6 people have been seriously injured. Miraculously, no casualties. But we've just reported on that really and shared in our WhatsApp channel. So I'm just going to share with you guys just a few bits of media about that. This is a picture from Times of Israel. Just a lady holding a baby, exiting the hospital. And I don't know, this is the reality you see of real people being injured by real rocket attacks. I mean, what do you say to that?
Yeah, I mean, I found this one really interesting actually because it it's awful on so many aspects, and there's just a contrast that's worth noting between what happened in Gaza, and that's not to say innocents in Gaza haven't been in the crossfire, which is very different to what's going on here, which is actually the point. Iran are just indiscriminately targeting civilians in Israel. With the attack on Al Shifa Hospital in Gaza last year, Jeremy Bowen reported that there were people that were murdered, and it was a direct hit on the hospital. And it wasn't. It was a rocket landed in a car park that wasn't even fired by Israel in the first place, which he didn't apologize for. But here we see that Iran have targeted a hospital, and then I believe they tried to put an AI thing. See, there you go. There's clear evidence of that being hit. But
Just ripped it apart, haven't they?
yeah, it's just tremendous damage. But I think they also put an AI thing out to try and cover their tracks with this, saying that
Well,
Israel had. I don't. Have you got that available? The AI clip.
yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, as soon as this is what I don't understand, there's no compassion. It's Iran straight on the forefront of we've attacked the hospital, but here's the reasoning behind it, and they basically generate an AI video of a hospital, and they're giving the justification of their attack is that yes, there's a hospital, but there's an apparent military base that's hidden underneath, and that's what they were targeting. So they're justified now in their attack because they can bomb hospitals. It's basically trying to turn the logic of what Israel in Gaza used, which was Hamas literally using hospitals as military bases, and then trying to make people think that that's what Israel are doing.
Yeah.
With an AI generated image. It's just completely evil. I mean, where would you expect people on the streets, the same way they're shouting Free Palestine, to object to this? Like, is it because it's just Israel that they won't touch on it? Will you see the same outcry for the Israeli people for having a hospital hit?
Yeah. Good question.
Saddens me.
Do you know what? I haven't seen that yet. So if anyone has seen that, please let us know in the comments, because I haven't seen any outcry about this. And in fact, politically speaking, all I've seen is a lot of rhetoric trying to just calm the situation down, which I suppose that's another podcast in itself. But if you have seen people speaking out against this in the streets, then please let us know in the comments, and we'd love to see that equal rights in in protest, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll go back to what you were saying. Like, you look at the contrast. Iran is just indiscriminately bombing hospitals, just anywhere really. that they can get their hands on, anywhere that they can break through the Iron Dome, they'll attack. But this is just gonna load this video here. This video is of the Iran media outlet, so basically where they distribute all their media. Now, this is a target because Israel targeted it basically to shut down their communications. So if you compare and contrast, we've got a few other video clips and images that we can look at. But Israel aren't just dropping bombs on Iran willy-nilly. They're not just trying to eradicate people. They're trying to take out things for the benefit and protection of the Israeli people. Dismantle Iran, protect Israel.
Great point, but it's also for the protection of the Iranians in Iran. Because the population, and maybe we can get back to this after you've shown this video, but the population of Iran, they're actually, a lot of them are in support of this. I think it's a high percentage. There's a lot of numbers going around. Above 80% of people want this Islamic regime to be torn down, and that includes the monarchy in Israel in exile is basically getting ready to go back to take over the transition government. You know, all being well, and he can succeed in doing that. Oh, it's Reza Pahlavi. So that's something else, a little nugget for you there.
That's why it's just going back to what you said about the Christians and the people in Iran. They know it's propaganda. Like they have access to social media. Like they know what this is and why Israel have targeted it. But if I can just skip forward, basically she's
آنچه که ملاحظه کردید، صدایی که شنیدید، فضای غبارآلوده استادیوم
That's basically the news outlet being destroyed and stopping the broadcast across Iran.
I mean, that's the difference, isn't it? They're trying to shut off the mouthpiece there, and it's been such a propaganda machine for 40 years. So
another way that Israel targets specific areas that will affect the Israeli people and the Iranian people, like you say. But here's another one: striking an inactive nuclear reactor. Because let's be realistic, what would the Iranian government use this for? You know, we're scared of Iran having nuclear weapons, then why not just take out the source?
And obviously this is why this has all started, is that Israel don't want this. America don't want them to have nuclear weapons. So it is a preemptive attack. And a lot of people would disagree with that. Let us know in the comments. But this is why this has started. And I think this has been well, they've been trying to do this. I think Israel have been planning this for over 20 years.
Oh, really?
So I don't think it's necessarily just an off the cuff reaction to what's going on in the region. It's a genuine concern for Iran having nuclear weapons.
Israel being painted as an aggressor, but like you say, it's preemptive. It's protecting themselves. Like, this is the reality of war, that you'll dismantle your enemy so they won't use it against you. If they didn't do that, then they're doing a disservice to their own people, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I find it interesting as well, because people say, Israel's the aggressor. And I think even Iran, but they put up that flag. Do you remember that they put up the flag of revenge? I don't know if there's a post on that somewhere, but they put up a flag of revenge to say we're gonna attack back, as if Israel is the instigator. But what about the 300 drones that they sent over to Israel last year to attack Israel? To say that Israel's the instigator, I think, is just disingenuous at best.
But yeah, that's the difference, isn't it, between this whole Iran-Israel thing, is that Israel are doing this in a defensive way, even though some people might perceive it as aggressive. It's doing it to protect their own people. And actually, like you say, protect the Iranian people. Here's another video of people in Iran basically fleeing Iran because Israel have let them know they're going to be attacking certain areas that fall within their location. So they're going to leave, aren't they? They're going to try and get out. And if you put that into the contrast of this photo, where Iran is bombing a hospital, like, just think about who's the aggressor in this situation. Why would the aggressor let the people living in Iran tell them where they're going to bomb? Because they are trying to take out military sites, etc., etc.
Yeah. And as well, have Iran actually sent out any communications at all? Not that I've seen. I haven't seen any. So again, if you're aware of some form of communication that Iran have sent before they said they were going to strike that hospital, I'd like to see it, because I've not seen any evidence of that so far. So again, it goes back to interestingly, I keep promoting this book. Maybe I need to stop harking on about it, but the book that Douglas Murray wrote recently on democracies and death cults, he talks about how the Islamic nations around Israel are seeking death, but Israel are seeking life. And I think that speaks into this scenario as well. Iran are just firing rockets anywhere they want, whereas Israel are targeting the nuclear sites, anyone involved in the IRGC, and that's it, really. It's quite a stark contrast, but it's there. But people don't seem to report on this in the news.
I've got a pretty standard summary of that exact thing, basically. And that is the reality of it, isn't it? That is literally the reality and the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And it's the military commanders, nuclear, air defense systems, surface-to-surface missiles, nuclear scientists. That's the IDF's targets. And then we see today with the hospital, homes, schools, and civilians. That would take whatever they can get their hands on. And here's another image. And this is
what's this one? I'm not so good on Arabic, so you might tell me.
For those who don't know Arabic, it's basically the Iranian media posts this on social media, basically explaining that they know where the US military bases are in the Middle East, and that they have knowledge of where they are, and they're willing to attack them, basically. So it's a kind of a warning to the Americans to say, don't get involved in this war, because we will attack you, and we know where your bases are.
It's a bit of a flex, that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
but they do this anyway. I mean, I think this is part of the reason this has all happened, is because, for many years now, Ayatollah Khamenei, or I can't remember which way the letter is, but the Ayatollah there has been threatening Israel for many years, saying that they've got they can destroy Israel, this, that, and the other. And I think they've really, really underestimated their enemy, militarily speaking.
I think it's also, as well, this gives a taste to what Israel has been going through themselves with Iran and their powers. Like, America are now seeing what Israel has been dealing with for so many years. And, that is, if Iran want to kind of poke the American bear, then, probably not the best idea for them.
So, with all that going on, I think we need to pray for, obviously, the protection of people in Israel. That is absolutely for sure, because Iran don't care who they attack. But also pray for the Iranian people. You showed the videos earlier of the traffic building up, and I think there was a sort of limit on how much petrol they could buy. So we need to, also pray that they get to safety, away from all the harm and war that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also for people to see that the Iranians actually, the Iranian population, the actual Iranian population, really are actually very excited about this. You can check that out on various sources like CCTV and things like that. But I think we had another video of an Israeli and an Iranian hugging together over this.
I came across on Twitter or X, which I thought was really encouraging. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's important to know the difference between true Iranians and the Islamic regime of Iran. True Iranians unwaveringly love and support Israel and the Jewish people, and we are forever united. May we see the fall of the evil Islamic regime of Iran during our lifetime. So just a quick video of an Iranian flag and Lady Women Israel flag. That's what we love to see. Unity.
Shall we have another music break before I speak?
It's really touching, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what we need to pray for more. Unity, support for the Israeli Christians living over there, praying for the innocents over there in Iran. That's just a small slice of what we've come across on the media, but we thought Iran, Israel really needs prayer at the moment. And do we have a thing to finish off with the baptism?
Oh yeah, so do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I don't know if you have the media, I can grab it if not, but
yeah, I think we better not show people that because of just their safety. But basically we had somebody, we got a message from a believer in Turkey, an Israeli believer in Turkey, baptizing an Iranian. And we just find that so amazing with everything that's going on right now between Israel and Iran. The Lord is bringing Israelis and Iranians together in unity through him. And it's such a good way, a positive way, I think, to end this podcast because the Lord does wonderful things.
Just an important reminder for us as well is that, wars are going on, all these things are happening, but there is opportunity for salvation. People can be saved through these wars. And that's our prayer, isn't it?
Yeah. The Lord has his hand over every situation between Israel and Iran. And we pray that people can be saved through this. So thank you so much for watching. Watching. And please like, subscribe. And you can also sign up to our website to become a prayer partner to learn about more what we're doing, which is www.prayforisrael.org. So it's been great to see you. God bless you all. Shalom. See you on the next one.
See you guys.